Good morning, Team Financially Fit. I'm so excited to say happy Thursday, day 4 of this week. We're just about finished nitpicking your bank account and bank statement and what you've been spending, and then we will get to move on after this week. So pat yourself on the back for being consistent this week. Your inspiration today is that Dave Ramsey says, being financially fit and paying off your debt, getting to a healthy financial state where you're building wealth, takes 80% behavior and just 20% know-how. So by watching these videos, you're absolutely getting the know-how. The 80% behavior is what hopefully I've been forcing you to do by through your exercises. So we've looked now for 3 days, going on today, 4 days in a row at your bank statement, and you're probably like, all right, like if I just wanted you to tell me how to save money and what to stop spending on, like I could have done that myself. But what we're actually doing is practicing a habit. And that habit is going through and asking ourselves, is this purchase worth it? Should I be spending my money here? And what that will push you to do is when you're out in the real world about to make a purchase or spend some money, those questions should flash in your head and prompt you to make better decisions. So know that we're building habit through this repetition. And so if you've been consistent with your behavior, really like be proud. That's what it takes. These small tasks each day is what it takes to get you to a financially stable place. Also, when I first started learning about this and creating a plan, I realized that, what I was getting was just common sense, and it's just common sense, but it also took me hearing it from someone to kind of make it sink in and realize I was spending my money in a lot of ways that just didn't make sense. So again, I promise learning these small mindset shifts and ways to think are really what it will take us to be in a place of financial fitness and then financial freedom. And know that through this challenge, as I've been following along, I've realized that even today I've been making some choices that aren't the smartest, and I've been able to make some changes that will help me continue to pay my debt off even faster. So I'm really excited for today. It's the last day. I'm going to give you kind of nitpicky tasks about how you're spending, and then tomorrow we'll see how close we are to our goal, and I'll send that survey out to learn exactly how you're doing on this journey and get some feedback as far as what you're still unsure of, what needs you have before starting next week. So make sure you fill that out this weekend. So today we're going to cover kind of some various areas that you might be spending a little bit too much money, or just some areas to think about in your spending. So the first one is transportation. Transportation is part of your budget. It should be. However, you need to think about how much you're realistically spending on your car payment, Sorry, I'm outside. Oh my gosh. All right. You need to think about how much you're actually spending. This should be no more than 10 to 15% of your income. So if your car payment's $500, you might want to reconsider, like, is this the right car for me? Dave Ramsey talks about how this was his biggest challenge as he went through his journey, because he did not want to give up his car. He had like a Porsche, and he was like, absolutely not, this is my baby. I'll do anything else, but I won't do this. And finally he had to sell his car. He had to drive around a clunker for a while, and that is really what was the catalyst for him to change his behavior with his finances. So really just take the time to go through and see how much you're spending on your car, and is it worth it? All right, the next thing we're going to go through are subscriptions. So what are some monthly bills? And I just did air quotes, but you couldn't see me. Bills that you're paying for that are unnecessary. For instance, do you have cable, Netflix, Hulu, and the whole 9? Do you need that? Do you have magazines that come every month that you never have time to read? I want you to go through and see what recurring payments you're making that you can cut back on that don't align with your vision, your spending. Cable is a big one, so I just want to focus on that for 1 second. Cable companies have such varying rates that oftentimes you can negotiate a better payment schedule with them. So about every 6 months, when Comcast tries to raise my rate, I call them and tell them absolutely not, or I'm going to cancel. And at one point, it took me actually saying, like, cancel my plan, which takes about 2 weeks to happen. And 3 days later, they called me, and we were able to come up with a reasonable amount to pay. Do you even need cable? Is a great question. If my husband wasn't dead set on having football games, then we would have canceled our cable. That's literally the only reason we have it, and that's why we're able to have just kind of a basic plan and pay a lot less. So think about how you can tweak that bill, maybe cut some things out that can help you save some money. Your cell phone bill, what exactly are you paying for? Is there a better plan? Can you negotiate? Can you renew your contract and get a better deal? I know this summer, both my husband's family plan and my family plan, which is actually shared with our separate families, we were able to go on the AT&T like new payment plan where it cut my bill down almost in half. So make sure you look into those things and reassess, is this the best deal I can get? So take a look today at your transportation, what you're paying, subscriptions for things, cable, and your cell phone bill, and any other of those recurring bills, and really think, like, could I be saving money? Ask around, post under the comments if you found one and you're like, does anyone know how I can pay less money for this? Go ahead and post it, and we'll see if we can help you out. So that is your task for today. That's your exercise. Keep flexing those financially fit muscles so that you build that behavior and you are on your way to having a strong 80% focused and committed behavior to being financially fit. And I'll keep providing you with that knowledge. Tomorrow, again, you'll be able to fill out a survey with any gaps that you feel like you have, so I can make sure to address those, and we will be on our way. Again, really great job sticking through this tough week of self-reflection and questioning everything you've done. I know it's tough, but I'm really proud of you. All right, have a great day.